What do you think? Good. Good morning, everybody. Today is May 9th, 2018, and I'm headed into work for the day. I already dropped off my buddy Grant, and he is going to school soon. He was super mega tired last night after school when I picked him up. He barely ate any dinner. He actually barely ate any breakfast just now too. But he fell asleep in the car on the way to practice, and then he was not really feeling practice yesterday. He did it. He stuck in there. And then the coach yesterday at the end of practice got me to the side and he's like, hey, are you going to be at the game on Saturday? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, well, I just want to let you know, Grant really played like way differently without you there. And I was like, oh, really? And he's like, yeah. He's like, his head just like wasn't in the game. His swing was completely different. It's like he just like didn't even like care or something. And he's like, Grant's mom was like in the dugout for a while, and then she left the dugout. And he's like, Grant sees all this type of stuff, and it seemed to really affect him and all that stuff. And I was like, oh. And I'm like, well, I saw Angie's message, the coach's wife, that they only had to use the T twice. And I was like, Grant told me that he had to use the T. Is that true? And he's like, yeah, he did. He did. On his first at bat, he had to use the T. I was like, oh, wow. So, him, like, he's like, I don't know any other way to say it. He's like, but, he just, he really needs you there. All this shit. And I'm like, holy fuck, dude. He, like, ripped me in half. Just, tore my heart out. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm sorry, dude. I had to work on Saturday and stuff. And I don't like missing games and all that. So, I looked back at the message from Grant's mom on Saturday. I was shooting that wedding, and I just said, hey, how did Grant do at his game and stuff? This is around like 1 or 2 p.m. She's like, oh, he did awesome. He did really good. And I'm like, okay. And then, I found out all this stuff from like the coach, and even Grant, like a couple days ago, mentioned that he had to use the T, and I'm like, what? That doesn't sound like Grant. He never had to use the T in a game. So when I dropped him off just now, I was just talking to his mom about everything, getting her caught up on stuff. And like, yeah, I talked to the coach, and he kind of caught me up to speed with the game on Saturday and stuff. And she's just like, oh, okay. Grant's mom had like no clue that like there was like an issue. And she's like, oh, well, what's up? I'm like, well, he told me that he had to use his he had to use the T. Grant was standing there, so I couldn't say too much. But I'm like, he told me that Grant had to use the T and stuff, and I'm like, Grant's never had to use the T. And she's like, oh, okay. And she just, no clue, man. No clue. So, yeah, he did good. I don't know, guys. This still does not get any easier. It really doesn't. Oh, so I have something else to mention, too, that I figured out on Monday. I don't think I vlogged about it. I went to pick up Grant on Monday from school and put him in his car seat back here. And I was standing outside of his door looking, roughly this way. You can see I have that bag thing on the back of my driver's seat, and there's a pouch on the side. Well, the groom had put or left a half full beer in that side pouch inside of my car. An open half full beer. That was on Saturday during the wedding, or at the wedding. So that means that was in my car from Saturday until Monday, probably 5 o'clock. Seems like everybody's against me trying to find a way to kill off the new car smell in my car. I had no clue. I didn't even smell it, nothing. And I didn't see it until I put Grant in the car. When you're standing on the driver's side of the car, like when I get in and out, you can't see that side of the bag. So I had no clue that that was even in there. Um, and furthermore, I was using that bag. So I had stuff inside the bag, and I didn't even notice that was on the side. I think I emptied out the inside of the bag and still didn't even notice that it was on that side. Um, Unreal. I'm just kind of really fucking pissed about that. So, obviously if I would have gotten pulled over, you can't have an open container inside of your fucking car. Let alone if I had gotten pulled over and had been drinking or had a drink or something, that could have been a fucking disaster. Plus I got my kid in the car, so I don't think I'm gonna be doing that shit again. Fuck that. Definitely not at a wedding. Maybe some other type of smaller shoot I can drive people around, but fuck that, dude. Not happy. Not happy at all. That was just some real bullshit. I don't know. And that was like right after the ceremony. I had no clue they were even drinking at that point, let alone had open containers in my car. I would have told them, guys, no, you're not bringing that shit in my car. So every single wedding we do just seems to be a new learning experience. It's just, I'm amazed. All these years, we've been doing this for over 5 years or so, 6 years. And it just seems like every single wedding we get thrown a new challenge or new curveball or new something. It's just absolutely crazy. So I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know. So I gotta get into work. I'm here in the parking lot, but I figured I'd add that update. Grant did have some leftover apple juice, so I'm gonna dump that out so it doesn't stink up my car. Hopefully. Today's Wednesday. I'm gonna go home, probably shower, grab the baby soaps, and then head over by Rochelle's house. And that's about it. So yeah, hopefully I can get another tan in today. I am like, my whole body is completely pink. So maybe next week or so it'll turn into tan. I don't know, maybe this weekend or something, we'll see. But yeah, stay tuned for more. Alright, so here's the situation. I forgot to bring my personal laptop into work today, and I don't remember the last time that has happened. So typically I bring my own laptop in, and it's got like its own image on that, so that way I can go on websites, I can do whatever I want to do. Like I mentioned before, I usually edit photos over my lunch break. Sometimes I do the vlog stuff over my lunch breaks and all that stuff. So completely left it at home. Loaded the laptop and hard drive into my bag, and I left it downstairs, and we were kind of running late. So I did let Grant sleep in this morning. He slept until almost 7 o'clock, and he did have a little bit of a potty accident this morning, but he was farting pretty hardcore while he was sleeping, and usually he pushes the toot out, pee comes out. So he was so tired yesterday. He fell asleep in the car ride to the baseball game, and I mean, that's okay. With as nice of weather that we've been having, the kids have been playing outside more. They play outside hard at recess, and then after school they go out to the jungle gym or playground at aftercare and play outside even more. So he was pretty dead last night. So he went to bed somewhere around 8:39 and slept until almost 7. So that was much needed sleep. I slept really well last night. We woke up to some thunderstorms, kind of sprinkling on and off and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm just like sitting here at work like, damn, I don't remember the last time I forgot to bring my own personal machine in. I bring it in every single day. So I'm going to actually have to do work all day. But not all is lost. I have like 2 hours of training, online training for work that I need to do. I have some cabling that can be run and some cleanup and organizational type stuff that can be done. And I still have my phone. My phone can do almost everything that my laptop can do. My biggest concern is if I need to do a crypto trade or something like that. I should still be able to make it happen. Um, I don't foresee that happening today, though. The market looks kind of stable still. It's not like going up, racing up, or anything like that quickly. Um, the only other thing would be like a stock trade, but I should be able to do that from my work computer. So yeah, this is kind of weird. I'm just sitting here like, okay, I guess this is it. I guess I'm gonna start making some progress on my to-do list for work stuff. So, yeah. But the downside is I'm gonna be dead tired tonight. So if I'm on my feet all day today, moving shit, lifting shit, doing all that type of stuff, I'll be dead tonight. But that's all right. It'd be nice to get a good night's sleep at Rochelle's. So usually we're tossing and turning all night and stuff like that. So. Yeah, so let's kick the tires and light the fires. Hoorah! Alright guys, so I survived a full day of work without my own laptop. I guess it wasn't that noticeable because usually I'm playing on my laptop over my lunch break, and I've been doing this tanning thing. So over my lunch break I went tanning, and then after that I went and stopped at Menards and picked up a gallon of paint to repaint the kitchen wall and probably the lower level wall. That paint is about 10 years old, or that coat of paint is about 10 years old, and it looks like shit, to be honest. I mentioned it before, but the garbage can's there, the dog's bowls are there, so there's like marks and stuff all over the walls from like the Sophie and all kinds of just stuff. So wall kind of looks disgusting. So I can always try to wash it and all that type of stuff, but for 20 to 30 bucks, why not just repaint the damn thing? It would be nice. The guy at the store told me that it shouldn't be too complicated. He said, you know, I asked him if the color would look totally different. He said, no, it's the same color, so it should be fine. I said, deal. Other than that, yeah, I'm getting out of work for the day. Gonna head home, take care of the baby Sophs, and then hang out with Rochelle tonight. And I'm excited. I haven't seen her just one-on-one in a while. It's been a while. Yeah, because her dad and stepmom were in town all weekend. And yeah. Beautiful day out. Car says 87 degrees. I'm sure it's a lot cooler than that. I was just sitting in the sun the entire time I was at work. The skies are clear the direction I'm headed, so that's a good thing. It was a little bit overcast throughout the day and stuff like that. Oh yeah, and then that paint, I just mentioned it, but the paint that I tried to buy today, I couldn't find a paint swatch to match the original color. It was a Dutch Boy color, and it was from 2008. And well, the paint was bought in 2009, but I guess the color was around since 2008. So the guy typed in the name and found it in the system, in the Dutch Boy system, and was able to mix up the matching same color paint. So I'm pretty happy about that. That way it'll be the exact same color. This isn't my house or anything like that, so I'd rather it look exactly the same, just nice. And then yeah, that's it. So I don't really have much else to talk about, guys. Crypto, of course, I cashed out my Hive last week, and it was worth around 1,400 bucks when I cashed it out. And then today, now it's worth like over 1,700 bucks. I can't fucking win with this shit, but I mean, whatever. I don't even care anymore. I started looking into custom stippling, and what I realized stippling is just basically using a soldering iron to burn little patterns or marks into like your grips of your handguns or your guns in general. And I'm like, well, dude, I have a really nice Weller soldering iron, and I think those tips just go right on the end of the soldering iron. So I don't really think there's much to it. I think it's just time consuming. So I'm gonna look into that and see what it all entails to do that myself. I mean, fuck it, dude. Like, I'm not looking into getting some like high-end, high-dollar, really perfectionist stippling done. I just, you know, fuck it, just do it. See what it looks like. I don't know. So yeah, that's it, guys. I gotta cut this short. I'm gonna give Rochelle a call and see what she's up to. So stay tuned for more.